Mic check, mic check. Check. Got a little delay, little technical difficulties. Like I got a 1 to 2 second what is it called? Little 1 to 2 second delay. Just trying to get all this stuff set up. I had to edit my router and do some things on my router. See if I can go and get started. Yeah, let me go get my charger real quick. Be right back. About to get my charger real quick, then I'm about to get to it. Plug this in real quick. We finna get straight to it. I've been having some technical difficulties lately. Reason being, got a few reasons why. I'm about to talk about all that real quick. Let me get all this stuff set up real quick. Get all this stuff set up real quick. Show you why this shit just different. Different. Yeah, man. Talk about this going on. Delay. See what the delay looking like. Might check. Might check. Yeah, like a 1 to 2 second, maybe 3 second delay. She ain't lagging nowhere. So with it, Rock. What I got going? Other than banging in my ear from this charger. TikTok. Some issues lately. Ever since and if it ain't one thing, it's another. I've been trying to figure this internet stuff out because I be trying to do my streaming and everything, and ain't one thing, it's another. All this stuff be a learning experience. But basically, I was with Spectrum. Ain't nothing wrong with Spectrum. Spectrum has got its pros and cons, but we talk about these what they call ISPs, your internet service provider, and shit. A lot of times, if you don't understand if you don't understand what they what it's called, damn, my mind be blank. It's in your contract, but it's called something like on your, got what it's called. It's like damn, what is it called? Like a little internet thing, but basically it explained to you about your upload and your download speeds and stuff like that. I was with Spectrum and I was multi-stream, and I think I was putting belt to ass with Spectrum, because like when I be streaming sometimes at the minimum I stream like one or two, 1 or 3 streams, and at max I'd be doing like 6, 7, nah, about like 5 to 7 streams at one time. All of them be 1080p, 60 frames per second, and it take a lot of bandwidth. People don't be understanding like bandwidth wise. Like even when it comes to gaming and streaming, it take a lot of bandwidth to do like certain stuff, and you got to make sure you got like a 500 plan, 700 or 1 gig plan, because without them plans you can't do this type of stuff. And what I mean, like them plans, you got to be real picky on the plans that you get because all of them ain't symmetrical. Now they more symmetrical, or they got them concurrent where your uploads and download speeds match. But starting off like with Spectrum would say they was often like offering a gig of internet, and it might be like your download speeds was a gig, and then after a month or so it might like bottleneck or some shit like that and everything, but your upload speeds was like 30, 40, and like I'd be running issues with streaming and everything to multiple platforms because at that time frame when I had Spectrum, like the max would be like 30, 40, and I'd be pushing like 40 and everything. But even though like my max is like this right here, I'm gonna show you like this is OBS. OBS is for like more advanced streamers. It's like a full production little streaming studio on your PC. But currently I have I think about 6 streams going. I got it on the purple app, the red app, on both of my YouTube accounts. Got it on the green app and on the TikTok, Facebook, and I crank up the other green app too pretty soon. But basically I'm streaming 1080p, 60 frames per second, and it requires a lot of bandwidth. To get an idea of what I'm talking about, we're gonna open up these stats. So here go my stats right here. So my CPU usage, it say it's only using 7%, but I think that's some bullshit. I believe that's probably just on OBS CPU usage, 60 frames per second. It's saying I don't have no drop frames and none of that stuff. I'm live. This is my bit rate is 6,000 kilobytes per second. Even down here, it say I don't have no frames drop. Been online about 18 minutes. This one say 9, but like when you pull up your task manager, here go my task manager right here. My task manager at like 15% on my CPU. But like even when we talk about my internet, my Ethernet cable, I got I think it's a Cat 6 I got. Cat 6. I think I got a Cat 6. But this is what I'm receiving. This is what I'm sending. So this right here would be your upload speeds right here. These would be your download speeds. So my upload speeds for all them streams is about 50 megabytes per second. It's gonna be about 50 once I turn on that other app. And like every month I'm doing like that, 50 megabytes per second, which that's a lot. And if you don't have symmetrical upload and download speeds, and you got like let's say like 500 download and 20 upload, then you might be limited. You're gonna be limited on what you can and what you can't do when it comes to streaming and stuff like that. Yeah, I've been having some major issues with transitioning from Spectrum to AT&T, going back to AT&T. My main issue that I really had, which was when I was with Spectrum, yeah, freedom wise, I had a little bit more freedom because I got my own router and my own modem for my internet. So like only thing I be needing from the companies is the internet service. Like I like to have a little bit more I like to be a little bit more hands on with my internet and stuff. So I got my own router, my own modem. The only pro and con about switching over to AT&T was they try to make it to where you have to depend on, the gigabit modem router combo that they got. But you ain't got to. Like it's ways around that too. But I still use my own router with that motor router combo, even though I don't want the goddamn motor router combo that they got, but I gotta give me a fiber modem pretty soon so I can mesh it with everything else that I got. Cause my router is the shit. Like I ain't pay that much for it, but it's a decent ass ASUS router. But basically, there go my router right here. This this my router information. Showing you right now for all the streams that I got going. I'm bringing in, like, I'm uploading about 47, 50 megabytes per second. I ain't really too much download nothing. And even if we go to, here you go right here, this is my streaming PC. So, me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 or 7 streams at 1080p, 60 frames per second. You're gonna need about 50 megabytes per second to be able to stream it without lagging at a consistent rate without having any issues. That's upload, not download speeds. But yeah, that's why it's important to be able to get inside your router and everything, because you have you can mess with it. Like a lot of times people be running these lagging issues, like especially if they game this and stuff. They might be like your kids might be gaming, or like your spouse, or you might be gaming at the house and everything. You might run into like some issues with your game lagging and everything, because the TV, these 4K TVs might be draining a lot of the bandwidth that you need. And a lot of times they don't even require that much goddamn bandwidth. They just be eating up all the bandwidth from the internet, to where you having issues gaming, or whatever the case may be that you're trying to do. And if you're able to get into them routers that they give you, and they offer you an option to like mess with your quality of service, I ain't gonna open it up because it's gonna show a little bit more than I needed to show as far as like my internet shit. But you can get into your QoS, and you can isolate what goes to what, how, like which device has a certain amount of bandwidth. So that's what I be doing, like all throughout the house, or like let's say at the shop, depending on the device is going to determine how much bandwidth I give it. So like the phones, I might give them like let's say like minimum like 4, 5 up and download speeds, depending on the use. Let's say like if it was something that I really need to do, like if I'm trying to upload some clips and get them online real quick, a whole bunch of clips that require a lot of bandwidth, I might up my phone bandwidth to like 100 up, 100 down. And then once I get done doing it, I'll turn it back down to like 5, 5, 5. Same thing with the TVs. The TVs at minimum, like at minimum, you can get away with a TV at like 5 megabytes per second, and that'll make everything in the house that's running off the internet, oh shit, go a whole lot better. Damn. Oh well. But basically, it's a good thing to run like internet speed tests as well, to make sure that you getting all your everything that's included in your plan. Like every month, I guess toward the end of the month, no matter what company you with, your speeds is gonna start to change a little bit, because they distributing all this bandwidth out a certain way. So at the end of the month, everybody stuff kind of bottlenecks, unless you got one of them affluent plans where you pay for your data and all that different type of stuff to top it up. But it's always good to run bandwidth tests. Like as you can see, I think this one I had Spectrum. Try to go back a little bit further. Yeah, this is when I had Spectrum. So I went from like the 1 gig playing the Spectrum. You see it say 1 gig. I ain't get that 1 gig. Like I seen that 1 gig hit the moment I bought the plan. The day that I bought it, I seen a full 1 gig for like a couple of weeks straight. Then right after that, it just went 940, 940, 940. And this is like all why I had Spectrum. All this right here is all why I had Spectrum and everything. But like I had 900 download speeds, upload speeds. At max was like 40, 30, 40. And then like as the months started to go on, like you started to see it fluctuate. I think yeah, it started to see it fluctuate. Let me see if I can get back. Yeah. And then when I switched over to AT&T, this is when the speeds started getting more symmetrical. And the reason why it's showing lower, even though I got a gig plan, is because I got a gaming PC, I got a streaming PC. My son got a gaming and a streaming PC that he do both on one PC. I got a NAS router and some other stuff, not including TVs and everything. So like I divide like my streaming PC and my gaming PC up in his PC. Like as you see, like the speeds is more symmetrical to where my upload speeds, my download speeds will match. That's the reason why I switched over from AT&T to AT&T from Spectrum. Ah shit. To run about 6 or 7 streams, it's gonna cost you about 50 megabytes of bandwidth. What else I was gonna say? Basically, if you want to learn how to stream or you don't know how to stream, want to get started, the best thing I can say is if you're new to it, I would start like if you just want to get started, I start Streamlabs because it's easy, it's simple. Hopefully I don't have no issues when I open this up. The it's for beginners. Like you can multi-stream, but it's gonna cost, it costs to multi-stream on Streamlabs, whereas like when you're on OBS, it's more advanced and you can just add in plugins. Like before I get to the Streamlabs, they're gonna focus on this since it's already open. But basically this right here is a plugin. It's a Stream Elements plugin. Stream Elements is how you can add your overlays and everything on your stream. But this is a plugin that lets you multi-stream, and there's no charge for that multi-stream. You can multi-stream up to however many accounts as you can with your bandwidth. And they also included the little TikTok one too. It don't show what it don't show. It don't show everything. Like it only show the basic stuff. Like it might show who joining, who liking, and I think some gifts. It's real limited on what it show right now, but they still working on all that. But it's real simple. Like, even when you go to your settings, when you go to stream, it offer the services that you can stream to. You can stream to Twitch, YouTube, Restream, or a bunch of other ones. And you can set up all this right here. Once you connect it, then all you gotta do is hit start stream after you finish, setting up your displays, your audio, and everything else. But your output is important. They got a simple version, they got an advanced version. I like the more advanced version because I'm real detailed with some of the stuff I be doing. Like I got my bit rate set to 12,000 kilobytes per second. Reason why I got it set to that 12,000 kilobytes per second to give me enough breathing room for what I'm doing. Since I'm streaming over 5 streams, I want to have my bit rate at least about like 12,000 just to give it some breathing room. For streaming 1080p 60 frames per second. What else we got? Same thing with recording. I use this to record my videos as well. Sometimes like if I'm not using like Twitch, I just record straight here. It's better to record straight here because you have more control over your stream. Whereas I had an incident when I was streaming on a platform and they muted my voice. Well, when you're recording your own stream, you don't have to worry about your voice being muted and or losing footage and everything because it's gonna be right there on your PC. It's pros and cons to that type of stuff too as well. Some of the pros and cons is that if you don't have the storage, then you're limited on what you can store. Uh, yeah, got all this stuff like my base canvas. I got 1080p monitors. I put it at I lowered my output resolution to 720, and I got my downscale filter scaled out so that way. What I think that means is to where I can say, chat, can y'all go repost man? Say, dog, go sit your ass down somewhere. Get the fuck out of my chat. I'm proud of you though. I'm happy you went pro. Ain't nobody trying to hear all this shit. But yeah, basically, if you're a little bit more technical, I say go OBS. Even if you don't know too much about OBS and you want to get started streaming, I would recommend OBS over Streamlabs because like long term it's gonna benefit you. It's easy to get started with Streamlabs, and it's difficult to kind of get the feel of OBS. But once you get the feel of it, it's just like OBS is like the WordPress for streaming. Like you can plug in all different type of plugins to do whatever it is you're trying to do. Whatever it is, whatever field you in, they got it. Like even for on here, like I got my hotkeys. It might not be as advanced as Streamlabs as far as the user look or UI, user interface, user experience, but it has all the same. It has all the same functionality, if not more. And then everything that you do on Streamlabs, you can do over here. You can also add a plugin to OBS. Like if you just not ready to get away from Streamlabs, you can add a Streamlabs plugin where you can still do everything the same way, just in the OBS platform. But I got my when I start my stream up, I keep my replay buffer going so that way I can just hit like the number 8. The number 8 is to where, like, let's say if it's something that I feel is clip worthy or something like that, I go on and hit that number 8. It'll say the last 180 seconds of whatever I was saying, and then I can just go up in there, edit it real quick, and upload it to all these different platforms. But the Stream Elements plugin, it give you all these options and canvas options as well. So like it give you the option to do horizontal, vertical. Like with my YouTube, I'm streaming. I'm over here fucking with shit. I can also stream vertical as well. See, it stopped it and started it back up. So like if I turn this one on, it's gonna add me a vertical stream because now YouTube you can stream. YouTube have your vertical and your horizontal at the same time, similar to TikTok. But it has everything on it. It have your activity feeds, your vertical stream. You can use either Stream Elements or it's another one, another plugin called I think it's called Atom or something. I had this before as well. I had this plugged into it as well. Like you can download this plugin, this Atom plugin, pop it up in here, get going. But me personally, I rock out with Stream Elements. Stream Elements got so much stuff going. Where's my other browser at? What Stream Elements is, that's the platform where you can. This is Stream Elements. Stream Elements is the platform where like it's an analytic dashboard. You can control your Stream Elements bot. The bot is where you can go in there, add commands, give it commands to where all people got to do is put exclamation mark, whatever the word that you want to put in there. Like let's say, like with me, I got exclamation mark. I think website or site or something. The moment you put that in, it's gonna spit out my website link and like a little message. Yeah, but this got a lot of stuff. Like all your sponsorships might come through here as well. To where like when you getting set up with streaming and everything, you've been streaming for a little while, you can do different type of sponsorships where Twitch is partnered with Stream Elements. They'll send all this stuff to your dashboard to where you can sign up to do phone games, food reviews, all the different type of stuff, PC games, some of everything. It'll show you revenue. You can set up your overlays here, all different type of stream overlays, like add your music to your different sounds, all different type of stuff. Close some of this out. But yeah, I had to update my PC. Hey, SS Gaming, appreciate that like, homie. I had to restart my PC. I got my PCs back in was like 2021 or something. I got my first one in I think 2020, 2021. I think my first one was a pre-built. It was some bullshit. I paid 800 for it back then. Thing with pre-builts is if you're not paying 4-5 thousand, I say three at minimum, $4-5 thousand for a pre-built PC, then I wouldn't even fool with it. Depending on what you're doing though, because you might be limited. Like your one thing I learned is when you're buying PCs, you want to make sure you got your good motherboard, CPU, and GPU. Your motherboard is going to determine how far you can go with a lot of things as well, like your add-ons, what you could add on later on and later on down the line. Like let's say if you get you a startup PC and you want to connect it with your PS5 or whatever console you got, you want to make sure you got an extra slot on that motherboard to add like a capture card, an external or internal capture card. Like me, I started with a what's up with the Chiefs fan? I started with a HD60. I didn't know nothing about the internal capture card, so I had got me a HD60 that was an external capture card, and I plugged it in one of my USB 3.0 slots. Then later on in life, I was like, man, damn, I could have went on and just got the internal one. So what I did is I went on. I think I figured it out within that same week or so. I went back and went and got the 4K capture card, and I just slid it into the extra slot in my PC. But you don't need a capture card if you're gonna game on console or if you're gonna stream on two PCs. Like if you wanna stream on one PC, game on another PC, you're gonna need a capture card. That's the best way to do it so it runs smoothly. and you can game really how you want to. But this right here is Streamlabs. Streamlabs is similar to OBS, but it's simpler. A lot of times, most of the time when you get started, it's gonna ask you some basic questions, and then it'll after it asks you them basic questions, it might offer like overlays for you to select from. You can just click that, get started, and all you gotta do is just go on there, add your display, your monitor display, your capture card, or whatever the hell it is, your mics and all the different type of stuff, and just hit start stream. And like I say, they let you stream, they let you dual stream for free, but as soon as you decide to do more than 2 streams, then you have to do the paid version. The paid version, I think, is the Ultra. Yeah, it's the Ultra, where once you pay for all that 3+ streams, you be able to do it multi-stream. That's one reason why I'm on OBS, because shit, the amount of information I know about streaming is crazy. Like I just use OBS, man, because I can multi-stream for free. But all this stuff had the same stuff, you can manage it from your phone. Same thing that you can do here. Oh shit. Same thing you do here, you can do in OBS. So like OBS they got the website servers and everything, where you can also manage your stream from your phone. They got phone apps to where you can connect it up to your OBS to control like your scenes. If your be right back scenes, your in all the different types of stuff. You can add buttons to control a lot of different stuff, like commercials, everything. And also, OBS has it to where you got different formats for your videos, but they got this little, I think this a plugin, I can't remember, but the moment you get done recording the video on here, it'll remux it. I think I got my file. I got my file, a different file for when it's recording. So like when it get done recording, when it's streaming and recording, when the streaming and recording finish, it'll remux it back to like an MP4, so that way I can upload it to different platforms. But it does that so it doesn't take up a lot of storage and everything. But yeah, storage is a big thing. If you're gonna be streaming and gaming, you have your clips and everything. Shit. Basically, think on this PC I got like 10 or 12 terabytes. And one thing I learned about this streaming and gaming stuff, if you do get a PC, most of them gonna come with like one storage drive. And then you have to add another storage drive in there if you ain't paying, 3-4 thousand if you trying to budget. So if you know that, if you know that you got one storage drive in there, and most of the time it's gonna be 1 terabyte, main thing you need to do is go add you another storage drive up in there. And to make it easier when you gaming and streaming, or just to separate things, is leave your main storage drive your main storage drive. Don't overload it since it got Windows on it or whatever operating system you got on there. And then with the other one, that's where you have like your games and your clips and stuff. But for most people like myself, or a real heavy content gaming people, it's best to either partition or just get enough storage to partition it, or get more than one storage drive. So like with me, I got a storage drive for my game clips. I got a storage drive for my games, and then I got a storage drive for like my operating system for Windows and all that different type of stuff. So everything that I got on OBS, like them game streams, any type of stream I got is going straight to one drive. I think this a 4 ter. I got two 4 terabyte hard drives in this streaming PC, and I think two 1 terabyte NVMe's. The NVMe's I like a whole lot better. They faster, way faster. That's what I was gonna show. Yeah, I got two 4 terabytes in this PC. This the streaming PC that I'm on. Two 4 terabytes, and this is my Windows. I got a 500 NVMe in there, and I got another one, but it ain't popping up. I think I got Ubuntu on it. Yeah, OBS had everything. Like you got your docs up in here, custom docs. Like they might not have a Facebook chat. You can go up in here and add, Facebook chat yourself. Like you can find a plugin that has all that. They also got other apps that I use like StreamerBot or SpeakerBot, where like it'll help you automate stuff a whole lot easier when you streaming. Where I don't want to say the word, but like I can say certain words while I'm streaming. Instead of hitting the button or hitting hotkeys, I can just say it and it'll just change my scenes from like my chat scene, my be right back, or my ending scene, my end game scene. But I can say certain responses and it'll switch scenes. Just stuff to help you, help you when you're streaming and stuff. But outside of this OBS and Streamlabs, you can also use the TikTok app. And make sure I close this other thing. TikTok got a desktop app. Hold up real quick. Let me move this out the way. TikTok got a desktop app that you can use as well. And if you use the desktop app, if I'm not mistaken, they'll allow you, even if you don't have the 10,000 followers or the 1,000 followers to go live, if you meet their certain requirements and use their desktop app, they'll allow you to go live and continue going live using their desktop app. But it's real simple. Like you can get that link. It's a link on your phone when you go to your TikTok account. You got a link on your phone and say desktop link. You can email it to yourself, put that on your Windows PC. The only thing with the TikTok app is you got to be on a Windows PC. They do not have it on Mac. But like with OBS and Streamlabs, all this stuff work on Mac, Windows, whatever else. My TikTok on her be tripping. My TikTok on the streaming PC be tripping. Yeah, this the desktop app that they got on TikTok. And like once you set it up, go through the what's name, they offer the same options like OBS and Stream Element, or like OBS and Streamlabs. They gonna run you through the setup. Ask if you doing it for gaming or just regular talk, vertical, horizontal streams, all the different type of stuff. That way you can have a little bit more control over your stream instead of just having to be just strictly on your phone. But I'm gonna say this again, it's not as detailed as OBS. None of them is as detailed as OBS. OBS is like WordPress for streaming. So like if anybody gaming or anything, you wanna, start streaming, but you don't have the followers, see, hop your ass on the TikTok desktop out. And even if you're gaming just in general, you can hop on the TikTok desktop out, get started. You just gotta meet their requirements. They daily, I think daily, weekly requirements, and then it start letting you stream. But yeah, this is my streaming PC, and streaming and gaming wise, I mostly, damn man, fuck. I primarily stream on one PC, game on the other PC. The reason I do that is because I want to be able to game at max settings if I want to. Even though I run all my settings low, I can game at high and ultra settings on my gaming PC without having any issues. I can still do that on both of my PCs individually, but it just make it a whole lot easier when you have it separated. Like I could stream at max settings on my streaming PC to where all my streams is 1080p 60 frames per second. And then same thing over here. I'm gaming at 1080p, but I can game at 144, 165 frames per second without any issues at all. And then with my gaming PC, I got my capture card. Like my secondary PC, the gaming PC is connected via capture card. So I got like two cords connecting both PCs. That's how I be gaming and streaming. Like the only issue that I really be having is like audio, like getting audio fixed all the way to where I don't have no audio delays. But that's neither here nor there. Turn it on. If you gaming on console, gotta have a capture card, and at least a PC or a MacBook or something, to where you can be able to stream how you want to, read the chat, do all the technical stuff. It just make life a whole lot easier. It's more professional. It's way better than just streaming straight off of the console. But got a whole little network set up. So like it be taking me a lot longer to stream and get everything set up than everybody else, because for the most part, let me switch this over real quick. Um, be taking me a little longer to stream because for the most part, I gotta make sure everything running right and ain't nothing taking more bandwidth than it need to. Like when my son be gaming and his computer running, I gotta make sure, his computer ain't doing the overkill, it ain't taking too much bandwidth. Same with mine, because mine require a whole lot just by themselves. Like upload speeds 50, and then like my download speeds when I'm gaming, so I don't have to wait long for downloading video games. I might turn everything up to like 700 or a gig temporarily, so I can download large games in like 30 minutes or less time. It's all little tech stuff, little tech tips. All this stuff be little tech tips. That's all it be to help better you when you streaming and gaming and stuff. But I got my own router. I got the AT&T modem router, a NAS server. The NAS server is just where I store everything, like my videos and all that different type of stuff. So that's like my own little iCloud, but at the house or anywhere. Like I can go anywhere around the world, and I got my own personal iCloud storage to where I put like everything, a lot of stuff. Sure, I ain't lagging. The other thing I was doing today before I had got online, I was having like some issues. Yeah, man, what do young folks be crazy? Crazy. Be talking crazy. Yeah, I got a switch. I got an internet switch. Let me clarify that. I got a internet switch. I got a NAS. I got a router, two PCs. I got Cat 6 cables. And what the switch do is just help me distribute my bandwidth to each device and everything. So make sure the NAS is getting a certain amount of bandwidth, both PCs, my son PC. So all together it's probably like about 4 PCs, a NAS, and TVs and stuff. Not including the damn consoles. When you game, you just really gotta make sure you got all this stuff set up to where you don't have no issues when you trying to game and stream at the house, cause you might be on your PS5 or your Xbox, trying to be competitive. Hey, humble queen, thank you for them likes. Appreciate them likes. You might be trying to get you some dubs in Call of Duty, and your girl might be trying to watch Netflix or whatever the case may be, and she might be on, big old 4K TV. That 4K TV is just be eating up all different type. It be taking all different type of bandwidth unnecessarily to stream, and that right there alone can be affecting your gameplay, not including all the phones and other stuff, everybody else that's on the Wi-Fi. So you really got to go in there and learn about QoS. You got to access your router, learn about the quality of service, so you can make sure that everybody is able to use the internet how they supposed to without having any issues. That's how you supposed to be doing it, but they ain't gonna tell y'all. A lot of people don't talk about this stuff. It's people that know about it, but most people just be ready to just get the internet, start using it. I finally got everything set up. I had to being that I had these PCs for a little while, every so often, your PC, no matter how new the PC is, you'll have to do like a BIOS update. Like I be seeing people on online talking about the DDR4 and DDR5 and stuff, and look at here. Man, when I built my first PC, they was selling me that DDR5 stuff too. And the only reason I didn't go DDR5, not it wasn't because of the price. It was because of at that time frame they had limitations on the RAM and stuff. It was a little bit of price too. A little bit. They had like some RAM issues to where it was like only you can only use dual RAM, I think, at that time frame or something. But it ain't that much of speed wise when it comes to RAM speeds, it ain't that big much of a damn difference. Like it is, but it ain't. Like you could rock out with a DDR4. It's people with DDR4 PCs and older PCs. They got their stuff running just as good, if not better than new PCs, DDR5. I look at that stuff just like console. Difference with PC is every year you ain't gotta get a new damn PC. You ain't gotta get the latest and the greatest damn PC. You can rock out with DDR4 and still have your DDR4 running just like it's the newest console. The only thing is when you start getting into GPUs and CPUs, your GPU is more so like the console. So you can rock out as long as you get a decent CPU starting off, a decent motherboard. Your GPU and your power supply gonna be the main thing that you really might want to upgrade later on down the line. Like the GPU it's just like a PS3, a PS4, a PS5. Depending on the GPU that you get, it's gonna determine which console you getting. So like if you getting a 4090, 5090, 3090, shit like that, them great GPUs. And like it's like some people might say it's overkill in the PC industry, but if you can get it and you can afford it, cool. But if you can't and you budgeting, it's still other high end GPUs and mid to high end GPUs that outperform all consoles. A lot of time people be getting these what they call toasters, and they be having computer issues with like GTA 5 RP gaming and trying to do like playing COD and stuff, do a lot of stuff that they PC can't do. But it's just like a car. Having a PC is just like an old school and everything. Like you could swap out the motor. You can drop in a new motor if you want to. Like everything that you can do with an old school car, you can do that with a PC. Your ass can't do that with a console, but ain't nothing against console. Only difference between PC and console is when it come to games, PC got way more games, but when it comes to like the community and everything, when you start getting into PC gaming and streaming all this stuff, it take a whole lot more time to find your tribe of people and everything versus being on console. A lot of people, that's just the norm, being on console and stuff like that. But I ain't getting no goddamn console every damn year. I ain't going back to no console, and it is what it is. I ain't had a console since 2013. It was a PS3 and an Xbox 360. And I ain't complaining at all because the games on PC just it's just different. Like yeah, some of them you had to use keyboard, and it ain't that hard to figure out the keyboard stuff. It don't take that long to figure out the basic keyboard. Like a lot of that shit is just basic keyboard and skills. Basic keyboard and skills. WASD and the damn mouse and spacebar. Shift. Damn, this shit update your BIOS on your PC. Man, had to update my BIOS on two PCs. I know I'm finna have to do it on my son's and my other PC. Had I was losing frames. I think this was yesterday or the day before. I was trying to figure out what the hell was going on. I had forgot I had updated my BIOS. With me updating my BIOS, I had to go back and enable my XMP profiles on my RAM to make sure that it was getting the my RAM speeds, my top RAM speeds, and not the default speeds. And that right there is what had fixed it. I was playing yesterday. I was like, man, it feel like I'm walking in the sand. But everything play a major role in how well you do when it comes to competitive gaming. Like you on PC, you can have a decent GPU, decent monitor, decent RAM, like all this stuff you want to mesh to be in sync. Like if you don't have everything in sync, you're not gonna get your frames. If you don't have your PC updated, your BIOS updated, or some decent RAM speeds, decent GPU, CPU, all this stuff in sync, you ain't gonna be able to play how you really want to when you be on PC. But like me, I ain't got nothing but little bull crap GPU. I might upgrade them later on. But at the moment, I ain't on my gaming PC. I got a 7600 XT, which ain't no top tier or none of that stuff. But when I bought when I was building that PC, it was only to play certain games and to stream 1080p 60, nothing more, nothing less, and to get the max frames. It do its job. Do its job for sure. When is a good time? Yeah, man. I'm gonna get like a little breakdown, more detailed breakdown, a little bit. Even with the cam, kind of being on PC and gaming and streaming and stuff, everything got to be in sync. Camera got to be in sync. The screen, game, everything can cause like latency issues. Even your monitors. Like if you got a good ass monitor, be a bullshit GPU, you defeating the cause. Your monitors want to match your GPU, or even if you got a like a monitor. Let's say if you get a good monitor and later on you plan to upgrade your GPU, that's great. If you don't plan on doing all that, you want to make sure all your stuff is meshing together, like latency wise. Like your GPU is only to do 60 FPS gaming. You want to get you a monitor that's gonna match that. Like I say like what, like 75 or 120 or something. Because a lot of stuff you can't overclock. You don't want to overclock it too much, but you can't overclock like everything. You can overclock your mouse, you can overclock your keyboard, your remote control, all this shit. Learned that recently. I was like, damn, you can overclock your mouse, your keyboard and mouse, and your controller to where you don't have much input latency. That's just making sure every time you press the button, it reflect the same reaction on screen.
Enemy dropping into the AO. Check weapons in gear. We're holding the deployment.
Hey, so let's get them myself real quick, so.
Making effective fire. Enemy soldier incoming. Enemies are dropping into the area. Stay alive. Enemy dropping into the AO. Remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down. Enemy UAV overhead.
That right there is FPS.
Got 10 squads active in the field.
I seen him before he could see me. He seen me, but I had already seen him. I'm not even at the full. I'm not at my full. Damn, I missed it. I'm not even at my full FPS.
Priority tasking requested. Enemies are dropping into the area. We're returning you to the front.
Reloading.
I'll try to get down.
Here.
All squad mates are in the safe zone. Gas is close. Enemy soldier incoming. You've got a loadout drop inbound. Get hunting. Target down. Marking the rest of them.
Oh, get my teammate. God damn it.
Enemy
One
destroyed.
more, one more.
Use your tac map to hunt down the rest. You have reinforcements inbound.
Requesting recon flyover.
Friendly loadout drops on the way. UAV is bingo fuel. Return to base.
I'm gonna get him.
Squad mates left the AO. Enemy dropping.
Damn.
the area.
On the flyover. Taking effective fire.
Stand to you, soldier. Stay sharp.
You gotta wait.
Your squad mate is redeployed. Squad mate's MIA. Reducing redeployment time. Squad mate's back on station. Good work. Enemy airstrike in the area. Kill. Marking the rest of that squad as you can. Get hunted.
Holding.
Enemy precision airstrike. Find cover.
I'm going down there.
It's all on you. Squad to redeploy. You have reinforcements inbound. The enemy looks track you. Good work down there.
God!
Contact.
Strike station down.
Hey, man.
Adding armor. Loading crack mag. Back online.
Get ready. You're redeployed. Resurgence window is ending. Watch your six. Enemy UAV is online. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy advanced UAV is active. Precision airstrike ready for tasking.
Target marked. Request fire.
Copy that. Longbow 3-1 on station. Strike inbound. No hit. Go again. 4 remaining. 5 squads still operational with the AO. Fire sales over. Adjusting prices. Loadout drop heading your way. Your squad is down. Stay alive to bring it back. All bounty targets AIA. Well done. Your squad mate is redeployed. Well done. No more second chances.
Changing mag.
God! God damn it.
Only 5 remain. Close.
Man.
Valiant effort. Keep your head up.
I turned my audio down.
Testing gear and weapons. Deploy shortly. Enemy soldier incoming.
Switching mags.
Prep time's over. Now you deploy to the war zone. Resurgence. Survive the countdown.
So.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Hostile UAV in the area.
Reloading.
You get too much. No, they was slick.
Soldier incoming. Target down. Marking the rest of them.
Damn! Fucking movement king.
Targeting operators from that squad. Hunt them down.
Hey, dog, was moving too fast for me. I couldn't get up out of there. Hey,
Back up.
hey, man. Dog is out of line.
Taking fire.
Damn, I'm gonna get shot.
Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy advanced UAV overhead.
Changing back.
Yeah.
I'm back online.
Go get your revenge. Friendly loadout drops on the way.
Taking effective fire.
Ten remain. Keep pushing. We've got 10 squads active in the field.
Contact. Reloading.
Enemy destroyed. Use your attack map to hunt down the rest of them.
Active fire.
Got gas moving in. Hostile airstrike incoming.
They got me.
Loading.
Enemy UAV is online.
They ain't even coming.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Changing Mack.
Fire sale is active.
Reloading.
Resurgence is about to end. Make it count.
Thank you for the lights. Appreciate them lights.
I'm
Stand by for redeployment.
taking effective fire.
Enemy UAV overhead. Hostile UAV in the area. Enemy deployed an advanced
Oh, I like
UAV.
this.
Enemy UAV overhead. Find cover. Fire sale done. Prices are back to normal. Marking the rest of that squad as your tac map. Get hunt. Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them. No longer active. Repeat. Advise you to load up now.
Know you up there. I couldn't get on to him how I wanted to.
We lost that one, but we'll get a double.
Couldn't lock in that corner how I needed to. Go.
5 squads still operational in the AO.
don't know how to use it. I be winging it. You know, that's what like studios or the pros be using when they be making movies and stuff. All right, thank you for that follow. Let me see what that is. Hey, Fiona, appreciate that follow. That shit be loud as hell. I gotta fix that. That shit be blowing out my eardrums. Thank you, Fiona, for the follow. If it ain't that, if it ain't the alerts and shit, it's the game sound. Yeah, appreciate that love. Appreciate that follow on Twitch. Loud on everything. I'm streaming. I'm gaming on high settings. I need to turn it down and just turn my rendering up so I can get the frames. Yeah, 160. Thank you for them likes on TikTok.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Use this time for some target practice. Enemies dropping into the AR. All stations green light. We're deploying. Resurgence. Stay alive to silent fires. Walk what you earn, after that comes. Enemy airstrike in the area.
Damn, I had the wrong weapon. Dog was ready. And I got hit with that late.
I'm
Mack on station. Go get after it. Enemy UAV is online. Hostile UAV in the area. Gas is moving. Mark the operators from that squad. Hunt them down.
Reloading.
Loadout drop headed your way.
Smoking.
10 remain. You're almost done here. We've got 10 squads active in the field. We've got time for another match. Get it done. All bounty targets destroyed. Hell of a job.
Fuck it. Don't push. I ain't finna be bullshit.
Enemy soldier in. Target down. Marking the rest of them.
Changing back.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Ah, damn, I knew they was gonna try to back door. Knew they was gonna back door me like this.
I'm done.
Down on me.
You're redeploying.
So, and I push it.
Still standing.
Yes, shit on me.
It's only a mile.
You got it. That's what I'm talking about right here. This one, why I don't be fooling with Steam. Steam be giving me issues. Steam. Steam be on bullshit. might have my mic out the whole time. All you gotta do is go up in there and change the format settings. You go in the file and change the actual format of the whole clip. Like instead of doing it as a horizontal clip, you want to set it as a vertical. But they gonna have to pay me a bag for doing this house. It's a lot. A lot of time and energy. See, they got mildew and everything. Trying to get me. They gonna have to pay me for real. Damn, I come. Oh yeah, I forgot I come. Tripping. And oh hell no, I gotta climb on top of the house too. Man. been a hell of a task. Hell of a job. Bullshit. Give me a good bag for this. This right here is some bullshit. This some bullshit. I don't even want to, man. Let me go on, just go on up to the top of the house. This right here is some bullshit. Hopefully I don't fall off the dang house. Look at this shit. Side of the time, I guess. Section by section. What is that on the house? This shit. These folks out of line. That shit look like doodle. I ain't nobody trying to hear this shit. I don't care about the house being hunted. This shit look nasty. Why I feel like I'm gonna fall off the house. Damn. Yeah.